Welcome everyone, and welcome back to Draft. Super excited for today. We're going to be doing some Powered Cube, and yeah, just glad to have everyone here and tuning in, and hope we get some good games in today. We're starting off as usual with some standard. We're doing Rakdos Goblins, and this is already a terrible matchup, but what are you going to do? We're going to put that on Goblin and play the Curse Tosser. And we're going to Behold the Stadium Headliner. But yeah, how's everyone doing tonight? Let me know in chat. Love to hear from you guys. It's been a long week of waiting to stream again. I've been looking more forward to it every week. I look forward to it, no matter how bad we end up doing. I always really love what we get up to together. Looks like our opponent is playing the Orzhov. Maybe Orzhov skeleton package. I also just realized we're not in ranked, so I'm just going to leave this game and go into the ranked ladder. Because that's all that really matters. Standard, when it's not ranked, why are we even doing it? At least in arena. If you're playing casually in paper, all the power to you. Not many changes to this deck list. Still running a lot of the same old stuff, but it's been running pretty well. It runs well off stream. Like, it has about a 60% win rate compared to what we see on stream. All right, this is a good hand. We'll start off with the Blood Crypt Shocked. Llanowar Elves turn 1. Okay, let's shock in the Blood Crypt, play the Stadium Headliner, and see what opponents got. Welcome again as we get into this week's stream. Like I said, if you missed it, we are going to be doing some Powered Cube. Very excited for that. Hey, Ian, thanks so much for tuning in. How are you doing? I miss you. Alright, let's do... I guess we don't really have a turn 2 currently. So we'll play the Blazemire Verge, and I think we'll get in... We'll see if they block. Okay, I think it is correct here to kill the elves. Oh, actually, you know what? I could have just killed the Badgermole Cub if I played that better. Glad to hear it, Ian. I was just saying I've been missing streaming. It's been a long week of having to wait to come back here. And I'm sure you probably tend to feel the same way a little bit for like the main streams. And it's only a week. Like, it's only been a week. And, like, if you even count that, because I was on the main stream on Thursday. So it hasn't even actually been that long. But what can you do? Alright. We are in Danger. Hey, I have pulled Black Lotus in my test runs in both the actual draft and in a booster tutor, which they added to this format, so that's pretty neat. Let's do... I do miss our breakfast games. Those were so much fun. I think what we need to do here is play the stadium headliner, and then the taster of wares. Take a look at their hand. Oh, goodbye, Mossborn Hydra. No, thank you. You know, I hardly get breakfast anymore, because the main reason I actually went to breakfast in the mornings was because we got to play our Magic games. So it definitely is never going to be the same. Oh, green isn't a problem, guys, in Standard. I'm really glad we had no bans in this format. It's really, really great that Badgermole Cub just, doesn't throw the meta entirely. Jesus Christ. No, we're not even gonna... Like, if we take a look at... Give me a second here. If we take a look at MTG Goldfish, I'm sure you guys probably can't see this. Let me zoom this out here a little bit. All right. So if we go to the popular meta decks, so like Is It Lessons and Simic or Boroid is still like very much the meta. But then if we go to like, for instance, Untapped, which is what I use to track games and win percentage and everything. Let's go into Magic. Okay. Constructed. Tier list. Like if we look at here, all of the decks, not showing my passwords, all decks in Platinum and above, which is what we are facing. That mono green landfall deck that we just faced has a 70.9% win rate. Like, that is insane for a standard deck. Sultai Reanimator is not far behind. Luckily, Sultai Reanimator does not use the Badgermole Cub. Mono green Stompy does. Most decks with green and include Naya Counters includes it. Reanimator doesn't, just because it doesn't really help with anything, but like it's insane how prevalent Badgermole Cub is. Anyways. We'll get another game in here. Get another couple games before we actually start drafting. Very excited. As I said, been doing a couple of tests, as I set out in our Discord earlier, which, by the way, if you're going to want to join our Discord and see all the beautiful content that we have, then you can head on over to our Patreon. QR code is in the bottom right of the screen. Very helpful there. It gets you access to our Discord, which is an awesome community of people who just love this game, and of course gives you early access to extra features on constant-list.com, the best new deck building website in town. And I'm not just saying that because I'm part of the team that's behind the channel and everything, but I truly believe it. I think that we're making something that's just so awesome. And it's mostly Ian. So shout out to him. Alright, let's do a Blaze Meyer Verge. Do a Boggart Curse Crafter. This is what I hate. Like, crack your Evolving Wilds. There's no point in saving it. I mean, I guess it gives you a counter on the Chocobo, but like it's not going to do anything. Because if you block, I'm killing your Landemore Elves no matter what. Yes, the research page on Constant is completely out. Like, it completely outclasses everyone else. No doubt about it. Alright. I think we'll do... I could kill off the forest, but that's not really super useful. I'm gonna blight onto the Curse Crafter here. Get 2 tokens. If they want to block with the Blind Bandit, they can. We'll start draining them. And now next turn, our House Squad Heavy in hand will be online, which is sick. I'm so excited for the trade page. I think some sweet, sweet stuff that we're going to see. Ramble Familiar. Interesting, okay. Token. We will just attack with the token, I believe. Because as long as they lose a life, we get to max squad, and then House Squad Heavy is gonna start going for a bunch. Yes, friends on constant lists now. Ian was my first friend, and I'll treasure that forever. Alright, what do we got, opponent? More counter shenanigans. I think we will probably chump. My guess is that they full swing here. No, they don't. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, we'll chump the Chocobo. Come on, opponent. Also, I got a haircut. I was sick of looking all raggedy, so I look a lot more fine-tuned. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're just going to fully outload here. So we're going to tap here for 3. Cast the House Squad Heavy. We're going to tap the House Squad Heavy. Boom. 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 We're going to make them discard the last card in hand. It's a land. Right, exiles. And then 1, 2, 3. I think what we probably do here is we attack, and then we can kill the... I think we could kill the Chocobo with one of the Stadium Headliners, and then we have enough blockers. So these have to attack, and then I think we attack with these as well, and we see how they block. So they're going to block like this. That's A-okay. So we're going to sack this headliner. And we're going to kill the Chocobo. We have 2 blockers, but that's A-okay with us. They do not have trample. They just played their last card in hand, which is a land. We are doing pretty good here, I have to say. We've got our life gain. We've got our drain engine on a file here. I think what we do here on each creature you control. So I think we just chump. And that becomes a 4/4, I guess. I'm so glad to help get your baby to fall asleep. I will bill you. No, that's awesome. Thank you for putting this on in the living room for the whole family to see. That makes me feel awesome. All right. We didn't draw anything super crazy here, but I think we just full send because I think we win. If we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, they can reduce at most 3 of that. But then if they do, our creature dies and we win. Good game, opponent. Welcome, Lawrence. I'm not sure why you're not able to log in. That's definitely not my area. I am not Wizards of the Coast, unfortunately. Hopefully they get that solved for you. Yeah, no, I know that there's maybe some internet issues going on. The main page of YouTube wasn't loading for me for a while, so like my subscriptions page would, but nothing else is. So I don't know. Maybe something weird's going on. Maybe some sort of like outage. But yeah, hopefully that gets fixed up for you pretty soon here. So we can't live without our magic. All right, I think we're gonna do one more game here and then get into some drafting. How does that sound? Can't talk today. Oh, I was so tired today. I kept just having to wait until this. And now that I'm here, I'm so happy. This is the place I want to be. All right, we are on the draw. We got a pretty good hand here. We can go into the Mud Button Curse Tosser. Although we really do want to do the Astronaut first because it starts our engine early. We'll see what opponent's doing. Is this a third in the row? We don't see a turn 1 land warehouse, so that's not the worst thing in the world. Man, I hear you, Ian. It was hard not to. We've got my wife's car is in the shop right now, and that's just adding on to a whole other thing. Ugh. Thermostats and radiators. All I know is it's expensive. Alright, so we're looking at allies here. What do we have to worry about with allies? I mean, Katara and Aang. Yeah, I've been going to work early this week. It hasn't been the worst thing in the world because I get off a little bit earlier too, but I do prefer to sleep in when I can. I believe here what I will do is I'm going to play out the Boggart Mischief and bring down this goblin here. Not that I'm aware of, Lawrence. I was able to log in just fine. Maybe it's the app specifically. I can't test it on my other phone because I'll get logged out on my computer if I do. Uh, Hopefully that gets fixed up again. Like I said, I'm not the best person to reach out to for that. Unfortunately, I'd love to help you, but I do not know. You're gonna airbend me, huh? You're gonna airbend yourself. Interesting. Alright, let's do a Blood Crypt. Let's do it tapped. And then we'll play the House Squad Heavy, and I hope we get to make it another turn here. Because if we do, we're going to be able to cast this Grubs command. And that'll make me super happy. Alright, they play Hakoda, gain a life. I'm assuming they're going to swing in with Aang, no reason not to. Can they waterbend it? 1, 2... I think you can waterbend it, and then they get pretty good value out of that. 2, 3, 4, 5. No, they can't quite waterbend it. It's a waterbend of 8, right? Yeah. We're going to return invasion reinforcements. And then play it again. The one thing we don't have in this deck is a board wipe, because usually don't need it. The aggro strategy usually plays out pretty well. Alright, so I think what we're going to go ahead and do here, let's try to plan this out here. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We tap for 8 mana on the House Squad, 8 red. So we want to go ahead and get a black in for the Boggart Mischief. We're going to play this here. Blight one of these tokens. We'll tap for another black. Play this Boggart Curse Crafter. We should have done that first, realistically, but oh well. And then we're going to cast the Grubs command. We're going to make a copy and mill 5. We're going to make a copy of the House Squad Heavy. We'll mill ourselves 5 and return all the goblins to our hand this way. Got a couple hits here. Burn Up Astronauts. We'll play the Burn Up Astronaut here. Actually, we'll just play both of these. And then we're just going to use all of our mana. We have 12. We have 12 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can bump each of these up once, I believe. Or maybe twice. Yeah, twice. And we'll see what happens here. I haven't done the math, but this is pretty huge. Yeah, we win. Sweet. Alright, goblins have taken down the Avatar. Alright. Well, hey, two wins in our intros here. It's not a bad sign. We're already doing better than we have last week, and the week prior, and the week before that. Well, let's go ahead and do some powered cube draft. Y'all ready for this? I probably will build a pride deck. Yes, I don't know what I'm going to do for it. I haven't brainstormed any ideas. However, I did see yours, Hunter, and they disgust me. I'm so happy for you, but I'm not. It hurts. It's going to hurt me. Alrighty, let's go ahead and do some powered cube. So excited for this. If you guys don't know, this is just like a bunch of just random cards, a bunch of the most powerful cards across. Like, look at this. We start off with Wandering Emperor, Harvester Myth, Dark Confidant, Vivi, Orniteer, Delighted Halfling, Necromancy. Oh my god, how do we start off here? I kind of want to do... Oh, Vivi would be so good. Vivi could be really good. Go with like a... Look, I completely glossed over this. Lion's Eye Diamond. Like, when do you get to play with a Lion's Eye Diamond? When it's not a proxy, of course. I mean, these are effectively proxies, right? But, wow. Yeah, I think Vivi Orniteer is like probably one of the best cards that we can pick out of here. It's insanely powerful, enough to get banned out of standard. We just need to find some support pieces. I mean, really just any non-creature spells, artifacts, anything. Necromancy is also really good. You get this as, and you have to scroll through it. Isn't that fun? Just because of the wording from Visions. It's effectively Animate Dead, right? Yeah, I think we go, like I said, I think we go with Vivi here. There's some thoughts to be said to go for like Delighted Halfling or maybe even the Scythe Cat Cub, but I think this is the best choice early on. Oh my god! Like, look at this! We get the one ring! This format is insane! Lightning Bolt also really good. Got 2 fetch lands here. They would put us into Jeskai, most likely. But, wow. Yeah, I mean, the One Ring, I think, is like the easy pick here. Again, like, look at just the distribution of rares and mythics in this is insane. Like, 3 mythics here. This is, who's this? This is MJ? Mary Jane, or is it Gwen Stacy? I don't remember. Lightning Bolt is a solid pick as well. Elvish Mystic. Oh, I didn't even see Elvish Mystic there at the bottom. We're going for the One Ring. Like, it's insane to not pick the One Ring, I think. It's so insanely powerful in 1v1. Alright. Pack 3, nothing super exciting here, aside from my boy Croxa. But we want to go ahead and keep an eye out for non-creature spells. So I think we probably want to go ahead and do this Currency Converter, which is also not bad. We get to pay 2, draw a card, discard a card, and we get to put it. We exile a card with it. If it's a land, we get a treasure. If not, we get a rogue. Not bad, and it's a non-creature spell, so it powers up Vivi. In fact, I think, yeah, it's the only non-creature spell here. I wish Abhorrent Oculus worked, but the deck sizes just aren't quite there. Okay. Oh my god, Mana Vault. Okay. We also have Reprieve. Echo of Eons is also here. Echo of Eons would actually work really well, too. Because we get to discard this with Currency Converter. We don't have to exile it. And then we get to cast it for 3 instead of 6. Oh. So either Mana Vault or Echo of Eons, I think, here. We could also go Mishra's Workshop. We've got 2 artifacts so far. I know you see the Atali. I wasn't even going to mention it because it's just insane to think of running Atali here. I'm not going to take up your bandwidth. I think though I'm going to go for the Echo of Eons. It's a wheel, and we get to cast it for insanely cheap if we discard it to like the currency converter or just to hand size, whatever. I think it's a super solid pick. Mana Vault is also good, but I think that's where we go here. All right, so we got big hits here. Probably Questing Beast. Arwen's really good as well. But we might want to go for some mana fixing. It looks like we might. I mean, with the lands, it's kind of weird because these are both going to be red greens. I don't deserve them. You're right. I say we probably go for Stomping Ground. Makes us potentially want to go into Teamer. A lot of green here. A lot of green. So lots of people are passing up on green because I feel like Questing Beast would already be gone. And we also have Scrap Shooter, Woodfall Primus, Haywire might even is insanely good. All right, here we've got Legend of Roku, Godless Shrine. We've got the Talisman of Creativity. I think we go with the Talisman of Creativity. It's a non-creature spell for VV. It's ramp, really efficient ramp at that. It's in our colors. That's an insanely good pick here. Other than that, I mean, we've got the Shock land here, but it's outside of our colors, and I don't see us going into white or black, at least this early in. Soul Guide Lantern is also really good for if there's any graveyard decks. There hasn't tended to be a lot of graveyard decks. There are some reanimators, but I think this is where we want to go. Oh my god. Okay. So we've got Force of Negation, River Pyre, Verge, or Tezzeret. Oh my god. Like, do you see, like, the worst part about this format is that you have to make these choices. It's insane. Tezzeret is a non-creature spell, so it does trigger VV. Helps with artifacts. We have 3 artifacts, so that's not the worst thing in the world. But we also have a free counter spell that exiles instead. What's the consensus here? I only got a few seconds here. I think I'm going to go with Force of Negation. Planeswalkers don't stick around very long in this format, so I think the Force of Negation is the right way to go here. And on this one, I think we'll go with the fixing. Spirebluff Canal. Arguments could be made to go for Galvanic Blast or for Chandra. Both are really good picks, but I do think the fixing is something that will probably end up being important. Yeah, I think Force is the right call there too. Just having a free counterspell in a limited format is insanely good. Okay, for this, we're either going to go for Trinket Mage or Lion's Eye Diamond. Like, that's we're back to the first pack that we saw. Search artifact for an artifact made value 1 or less. We only have the currency converter, so I don't think that's necessarily worth it. So I think we'll go for the Lion's Eye Diamond. It also puts stuff in our graveyard if that becomes anything relevant. It is relevant for the currency converter. We get to exile cards we get to choose if we discard or exile cards basically that way. Here I think we're going to go with Seer. It is a mana more than Flame Sash. However, the benefit here is that Seer is on instant speed and it's going to hit Planeswalkers. So if any of the other drafters go for Planeswalkers like Tezzeret or anything, we have an answer here. It is a mana more, but I think it's just too flexible. We're back to this hand here. I don't think there's anything super solid other than, I guess I'll go for Giver of Runes, and that has us potentially go into Jeskai, which I think we had We had the choice of going for that Spider-Man card, but oh well. Here, nothing great. We'll go for the Misha's Workshop. It'll get us the one ring faster, so that's always a good thing here. Also get us into our Talisman. It doesn't help with Blindside Diamond, of course, but we're back to this pack here. I don't think there's anything super solid. We'll go with Urtai. If we can get black, if we go into that for whatever reason, we can cast it. I think here we'll go for Ephemerate. And we'll go for the River Pirate Verge. Perfect, more fixing. Not too bad. All right, pack 2. All right, we can talk about the cards that are on screen, but we're going to pick Ancestral Recall. We could also go for Tameo is also a great choice here. Barragoyf, really good. Balance is insanely good. We do have Sacred Foundry as an option as well, but I mean, Ancestral Recall is. If I think I'm making the right call here by keeping it. I don't know. I'm just trying to think here. Tameo, I mean, just where cares about us drawing cards, which we don't draw cards that much. Tragic Trajectory. And Tragic Trajectory is a good card. Yeah, we do kind of need to focus on removal. I don't think Tragic Trajectory is super great because it's outside of our color range. I think we'll find some removal here. Speaking of removal, we have a couple options. We have Solitude and Urza's Bauble. Oh, where was the counter? Did I miss the counter spell? I must have missed it. But yeah, Avoidance. Has Displacer Kitten always said Avoidance? I've never looked at it enough to know. Urza's Bauble could be good, except it's random. I think Solitude. But we have to exile a white card from our hand, and we don't have any white cards. So I think Urza's Bauble, or Phyrexian Metamorph, or Displacer Kitten. Displacer Kitten is good. Urza's Bauble is also really good on the early game. Play it out, get a random card to discard, and then we get a draw. Or I guess they don't discard it, we just look at it and then we draw. It's a free draw spell. Alright, here I'm almost tempted to go for Nadu. But I don't know if we have too much to go off of there. We're not targeting too much. I guess Giver of Runes is targeting once. I think we could go for Frantic Search. Frantic Search, I guess, would be, in this case, would be... Oh, Astral Legends Planisphere is also really good. Because this benefits off of non-creature spells as well, getting things bigger. We can eventually even move that over to Vivi, get a ton of mana. It's between this or Frantic Search. I think Astral Legends Planisphere, because we're also going to be drawing a bit of cards. So that could be really useful. Alright, so... wow, this is another insane pack. Flat out Counterspell, Narset Parter Veils, and Retrofitter Foundry. All of these are insanely good, and a Miscalculation. Miscalculation, maybe a strictly better counter. I mean, it's not strictly better because in the late game opponent, if they don't tap out for it, they're going to be able to pay for it. Whereas Counterspell, they would have to just counter the spell. So I think Counterspell flat out, I think is the way to go here. Narset also really strong, but we need, like Hunter was saying, we need effectively removal. Endstone is also really good, but I don't think it's necessary. Oh wow, Oracle of the Alpha. we'll have all of Power 9 into our library, so it actually doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what we do. We have all of Power 9 in our library. And if, oh my, wow, and we got the Ephemerate too. So with Ephemerate, we can just keep putting Power 9 into our library and we'll never mill out. Right? And we'll just always have Power 9. Either that or Teferi, but I think Oracle of the Alpha is insanely good here. I mean, it's an insanely broken card, hence why it's arena only. Chain Lightning also really good, but we literally get Power 9. Maybe I'm not even making optimal choices here. I've found that like it doesn't really matter too much. We'll go for the Sunbellow Vorge here because now we are starting to go a little bit more into the white. I don't know. This format's just so much fun. Like, you just pick whatever cards you really want to play with. And... oh, wow. Okay, Snapcaster Mage or Ponder. Maybe Snapcaster Mage, because if we're discarding a bit with Lion's Eye Diamond and not Urza's Bauble, Currency Converter. If we're not exiling cards when we discard them. It's on a non-creature, but I think it's pretty good here. I think we'll go with Smuggler's Copter here. The only other thing I could argue for is a Virtue of Loyalty, but right now we're kind of just splashing white. We're not going full Jeskai, so I think that's okay with me. Yawgmoth's Will also really good. Yeah, Greg, it's crazy the cards that we're getting here. We'll go for the Sacred Foundry here for the extra sort of fixing, so that we can make sure that we're getting on white. I guess we'll do probably Sarah Paragon. I don't know that we put it in the deck necessarily, but it's a pretty decent card. Because we're going to have cards in our graveyard as well. I'm going to go with Undercity Sewers. Nothing else really excites me here. There's this one. Oh, yeah. Touch the Spirit Realm, actually. Pretty good. It is a non-creature spell, and we can channel it. Go for the Miscalculation here. We're pretty control heavy. We got 3 counter spells and the Snapcaster Mage, so we could counter again. And we still have a whole other pack to go through, by the way. I'll pick the Overgrown Tomb. And we'll pick Liliana. No, we'll pick Prismatic Ending. Nettle Cyst. Of course. Okay. Oh, all right. So we've got a Mox here. Speaking of Power 9, we've got Mox Ruby. We also have Mox Diamond. So that's all. Mox Ruby is an on-color Mox, which is arguably better, as we do lose a land on the Mox Diamond. If it comes back around somehow, we'll pick the Mox Diamond. But Mox Ruby for now is going to be insanely good. You just, even if it's an off-color Mox, you always go for the Mox in this format, is what I've learned. Here, I think we go for Lutri. We can even make Lutri our companion. In this, like in limited, in Cube as at least, like there is no ban list, so there are effectively you just do whatever you want. So Lutri can be our companion. Cast it outside the game. We'll add it to our hand outside the game. Tishana's Tidebinder also really good here. No More Lies, really good. But Lutri, which Lutri is not a non-creature spell, but it is really good. We get to late game and we can double our casts. Ooh, we have either Stock Up or Psychic Frog really good. Pirate Spell Bomb, other talismans. Off-color talismans, not always what you want to go for. Could go for Esper Sentinel. That's easy to remove, though. We also have Plateau, so even more color fixing, which could end up being good. This gives us our red-white, whereas right now we just have red-blue. Stock Up is also insanely good. I think Stock Up, like I said, we were sort of mimicking Stock Up with both Ancestral Recall and there was another card that I mentioned, but I think we go with Stock Up here, regardless, because it is super powerful. We can cast it later with Flashback and other things. Oh my god. I'm sorry. It's just the level of different cards that you see here is just insane. I feel like you always just go for whatever's in this corner. It's like you get if you just had your mouse here and you just kept clicking, I think you would probably do pretty well even in this draft format. We're not going super into colorless spells, so I don't necessarily feel like Ugin is the way. I say that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 colorless spells. And we do need removal.
No threat that I cannot manage.
Ugin is 7 mana removal is kind of nuts here. I think Lightning Helix might be the way to go. Karn almost feels like it's correct. But Lightning Helix is just insanely good. I think that's where we go. Ooh. Alright, so we got Kaido, Grist, Memory Lapse, Stadium Headliner, Charlotte, Fire Islet. I think we go with Memory Lapse, even more countering. It's Hunter's Nightmare, but it's in our colors. It helps us. Well, it kind of helps us, but it's not a non-creature spell. But I think it's a body, and we cast artifacts, which we realize we have a few of. Oh boy. Sunburst. It's pretty good. But how can you turn up a Tolarian Academy? Like, again, this is really one of those things where you drafted just to say, like, yeah, I drafted these cards. Like, that's insane. I think we go with Aang Swift Savior here, I think. We have a good amount of fixing. We have a lot of mana to work with. Sure, we'll pick the Thoughtseize. No, maybe we go for Shauna's Tidebinder, even more control. There's no reason to play Thoughtseize because we're not going into black. We have Urtai, but we're not going to play black at all. So it would just be a hate draft, if anything, which isn't a bad idea. But I'd rather get something we could use versus something someone can't use. At least in this format, it just doesn't matter as much. Go for the Pyrite Spell Bomb, I think, here. Or maybe even Ultima could be good. We could use a board bet. Well, no, because it blows up our stuff, too. God, especially these last-minute packs. It's just so hard to make your proper choices. Ren and 6, sure. Unexpectedly Absent, sure. Fiery Islet, sure. Sin, sure. Alright. So let's take a look at our picks and see what we can work with. I think we're going to go with Jeskai. So right off the bat, well, let's add our companion first off. Where is Lutri? Alright, there we go. Lutri's are in our companion zone, so we have an extra card essentially. We'll dump the Overgrown Tomb and the Stomping Ground. These forests, because we don't need them. The swamp, we don't need them. Go down a little bit here. We definitely don't need Sin, Urtai. We do have to figure out here what we're going to cut, just normally. I think unexpectedly absent. I mean, we only picked this just because it was at the end there. Nettle cyst isn't super. We do have a bit of artifacts, but I think we probably have some better cards else otherwise. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Renin 6. Yeah, we don't need that one for sure. Cut 2 cards here. Well, actually, let's take a look at land. Well, we'll take a look at lands here. I don't know that necessarily we want or need the Lion's Eye Diamond. We're not specifically focused on the graveyard or anything. So I think we probably dump that. Ephemerate I want to keep because if we do get Oracle of the Alpha out, we get power 9 in our library 3 times. Like, that's busted. We're gonna go up on the islands here. I think we dumped the Shauna's Tidebinder. It's good, but I don't know that it's necessarily what we were looking for here. Same for Touch of the Spirit Realm. Also good with the channel ability, but we don't have much enchantment. Like, we just don't benefit with it. Can our opponents remove it? Most likely not. There's not a lot of enchantment removal in this format, to my knowledge. Ooh, do we keep the Smuggler's Copter or the Pinnacle Emissary? This is whenever we cast an artifact spell. So let's take a look at our breakdown. Artifacts. We have 8 artifacts in the deck, but that's one of them. So we have 7 artifacts. I don't think that makes it worth it based off the math there. Someone could correct me if I'm wrong. Let's do...
Careful, I'm getting bored.
We're changed back to our main. Or maybe do we even just get rid of both? How does that feel? Wow, oops, ephemerate. Alright, let me put it in this view here so you guys can see. And I feel like this looks pretty decent, right? Maybe Prismatic Ending not super solid. Maybe we cut that for... Because realistically, we would need to do 3 on this anyways. But it's... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is that? 6 artifacts we have now? Yeah, 6 artifacts. We don't have enchantments in here, right? Yeah, no enchantments. So I don't think the Nettle Cyst is worth it. I'm on the fence for maybe... either Touch the Spirit Realm or Prismatic Ending. I think I'm more inclined on Touch the Spirit Realm. I mean, the difference here is that this just costs 3 regardless. Exiles a creature or an artifact or an enchantment. Creature or an artifact until this leaves. But we can also use it to blink something. This one, we would have to pay at least 3 mana into red, white, and blue to get the most benefit. It's very dependent on mana value, so like late game, it's going to be less effective. I don't know. I need a suggestion here. What do we think? We also have Unexpectedly Absent. Double white pips, though, aren't super solid. And then, of course, we have the Pyrite Spile Bomb, Lion's Eye Diamond, Smuggler's Copter, the Nettlecyst. But I think the Nettlecyst probably just isn't worth it. We get a 1/1 for 3 on its face. I'm gonna let my cat out of the room here real quick, and then we'll finish this deck building up. All right, sorry about that. I don't know. We'll go with Prismatic Ending. We'll see if we make the right choice. All right. And then before we just get into these games, just do a quick check here on something else. Okay. Alrighty. Let's get into game numero uno. All right. I think we mulligan this hand. Maybe. Okay, yeah, I'm glad we did. Spiral of Verge, stock up Sears, Bubble. I think we probably... So we keep 6. Let's dump. Dump the Bobble to the bottom. Play like that. Spiral of Canal. Alright. Opponents on red-white. Mother of Runes out here. We'll play the River Pyre Verge, and let's kill that while we can. And we get our first Oracle of the Alpha. So we get all of Power 9 conjured into our library. They'll kill the Alpha, that's okay. There goes our plans to blink it, but we have it. We have them in our deck. Can't do anything about that. Alright, starting town. Steel Seraph. In combat, target creature you control against your choice of flying vengeance. Okay, that could be a problem. Wait, when did we get time? Oh, time walk. We added it to our library, of course. Let's play Tolarian Academy, and then we'll play VV. Do you have an answer to VV? We're about to do some insane things here. I feel like. Alright, so we're going to start off. We're going to do... Fortunately, it taps for 0. So I suppose we... What do we stock up and hope we get a land? Or an artifact. We just need like a free artifact. Oh, even better. We can get a Mox Ruby. When did we? Oh, see, I keep forgetting that we cast the Oracle. I'm like, when did I add Mox Jet? We'll get the Mox Ruby and Ancestral Recall. We'll play the Mox Ruby. We'll have ourselves draw 3 cards. We'll cast Time Walk. Fiery Islet. Let's add Lutri to our hand. Swing for 4. Go into our extra turn. Play an island. Play the 1 ring. I think we... Alright, opponent has seen enough. They scoop it up. Holy shit! Like, that was insane! Oh my god, can someone clip that? Holy shit. Like, that's the craziest turn of Magic I've ever played in my life. Oh my god. Oh wow. Like, that's just insane that we get to do that right now. Oh my god, I'm so giddy. I love this game so much. Oh, let's go into game 2. Uh, we don't really do anything with this hand. We don't have white mana. I think we mulligan here. Still not super great, but that's okay. We'll keep it, and we'll put let's put the Snapcaster on the bottom. As weird as that is to say. Island pass. Mishra's Workshop. Play the Astrologian's Planisphere. Looks like they've also got Lutri in the command, so they're also Jeskai, it seems. We could get outclassed here. Especially after that last match. Like, I'm assuming that probably says something to the ladder about the deck that we have. Alright, I think here we'll play the Riverpire Urge. Doesn't really get us anything here. They sell our land. Okay, or our hero. Oh, that would be a great card to have. Alright, we'll play this island. And we'll play Oracle at the Alpha. It worked really well for us last time. And then let's do Currency Converter. Ah, thank you Ian for clipping that. Alright. I can't wait to watch that back. Alright, they'll exile our Alpha. We gain 2 though. They'll swing in for 2. They've incubated. We need to get rid of that. We'll play the Islet. Let's stock up. We'll get the... Sure, Mox Emerald. And we don't have any white mana. Not that we necessarily need it right now. Let's get the Talisman. We can, like, super ramp right now. And we'll just add Blue Tree to our hand. They'll get a 1/1. Beza. We turned up Beza. Just wasn't in our game plan. Let's draw a card. We'll discard the Sarah Paragon. Sunbillow Verge. Pass. We've got a counterspell in hand. Yeah, no, we're gonna counter the Fable of Mirror Breaker. Can't. We're not doing that. This game, definitely not as exciting as the last one, but we'll see where we go. We will, on their end step, sack the Fire Island and draw a card. Alright, we've got Ancestral Recall. We've got the Force of Negation now. So we're going to go ahead and draw 3 cards. Let's... you know, we should have copied it. Oh well. We're going to cast the One Ring. We gain protection from everything until our next turn. Let's go ahead and draw a card off of it. If we had Vivi right now, that's what we need right now. Let's pay 2. We'll discard the island. Play Urza's Bauble. We'll take a look at something in their hand. Alright, they have a Teferi. Interesting, okay. Play the planes and go. Ooh, sweet. Now we can wheel. We have 27, they have 27. We have the same amount of cards. Okay. What shall you do, opponent? Lion Sash. Exile target card from your permanent card. Oh. No. No. Alright, we lose 1. Hey, we got a Black Lotus. That's never anything to shout at. Alright, let's go ahead and Currency Converter. We will discard... they have a mana up. They could exile... Yeah, go with Eons. We'll dump Blue Tree. Actually, yeah, we'll just do that, and then we'll exile the tree. Dude, if we had Astral Legends Planisphere on a creature, we'd be so ahead right now. 3, 4, 8, 9. They can hit us for 9 damage currently. They could just kill Ugin. Let's see what they do. Oh, wait. There's a permanent card. Oh, they could just kill us right here. I think they've got it. I just don't know if they realize it. Yeah, they just missed that. They could have activated Lion Sash twice. I mean, do they have a burn spell? They don't even have any red. Alright, Teferi, we will... Oh, wait, we can just counterspell. Oh, let's... Yeah, we'll just flat out counterspell. Oh. Ha! Of course. The One Ring. That's funny. Oh man, that was fun though. Let's take a look at... I just want to rewatch that clip. Let's do... has seen enough. They scoop it out. Holy shit! I don't think the clip actually got the part we were looking for, but that's okay. Oh my god! Can someone clip that? Holy shit! That's okay. I'll find a version of it and I'll upload it as a highlight. Thank you, though, Ian. I appreciate it. YouTube is weird with the clip system. I've never really gotten the hang of it. I think Twitch probably does it better. I don't understand Twitch even more than I don't understand YouTube. Let me turn this down. I don't know if it's loud for you guys, but it's super loud for me for some reason. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. All right. This is a great hand. All right. We are, I believe, on the draw, it said. So we're just waiting for opponent to decide if they're mulliganing or not. They did. They went down to 6. Mox Sapphire. Okay. Ooh, we got Vivi. We got Vivi. Okay. And we'll play the currency converter. They have a counter spell. You're going to counter my currency converter. Go ahead. If you're going to counter anything, counter the currency converter. Oh. They're really thinking about it. Thinking a little too hard. It's not that important, opponent. Okay. There we go. We have a counterspell of our own. Not that we can cast it, but we have it. And then I think we play the Astrologian's Planisphere. It does seem like they will counter this. No, okay, still no. Alright, we have somewhat of an engine online. Opponent will cast Beza. They'll draw a card. Ooh, okay. Let's go ahead and... One Ring? An early one ring, to be sure, but never sad about it. And let's go ahead and crack it. We do need another land. Perfect. Yeah, now we can start playing Phoebe. We will not attack into the Beza. Crack a Fable Passage. What are you getting? So you're on white blue. Is it just white blue? I'm gonna go get an island. Yes. Yeah, so looks like just white blue. Ooh, Umazawa Jite, eh? Move a counter, creature gets +2/+2 until turn, or it gets -1, or you gain light. Okay. It's worked really well for us so far. I don't know if we alpha or if we VV first. It's such a hard decision. I think if we alpha, they probably counter it, right? They probably counter it either way. Let's see if we can draw anything. We can stock up. See if they have interaction. Test it. Test the waters. Looks like they do have a counter spell. We will put the Mox Ruby and the Echo of Eons into our hand. And then we'll play the Mox. Mox lives. Alright, now let's go ahead and swing. Alright, let's see what they can do. They can attach the Jite. They've got 3 cards in hand. We've got a full grip. So I feel pretty good about where we stand. Swing in for 4, sure. Let's play the River Pyre Verge. Red. We don't have enough mana to counterspell because we need the 2 blue. Let's Oracle of the Alpha. Still testing the waters a little bit. If this doesn't make it, that's okay with me, I think. It's more important to me that we get BB out. Yeah, they'll counter it. Sure. And then we'll discard the Echo of Eons. We will not exile it from our graveyard. We will decline that trigger. And we will not activate the ring. We will swing for 5, though. They can get down to 6, 7. We'll lose 8 if they don't pump. Or 8 if they pump. They have 1 card in hand. What do they want to do with it? If we can get Vivi out, we're looking really, really, really good. I wish we could have had her out earlier. A Demi. So if they don't pump. Now we. 79, 10, 11. Yeah, no, that's game. We lose to the ring again. See, the ring is so good until you lose games because you keep taking damage from the ring. Oh, should we swap it out for something? I don't know. Like, it's great card draw, but we have lost to it twice now. Maybe we just be more careful about when we play it. We don't just slam it early. This could be the last game. Hunter is no stranger to losing to the One Ring. Alright, we're on the play. I think we will keep this. Island, Bobble, sack it. Alright, they have a Thunder Trap trainer. I won't draw a card at the next upkeep. Basically a free spell. Island, pass. Oh, cast the trainer. Sure, that's fine. We don't need to counter that. They got Stern Scolding. Okay. We'll play a Mox Ruby and the Mission's Workshop. And I don't know that there's anything we need to worry about too much here. So we'll just add Lutri to our hand. We can get a white mana source. We got another red source. We need white. We'll just pass. We're a little locked down here, but it was a glorious moment. That was a fun game. They'll swing for one. We'll take it. We could flash with Lutri, but oh well. I don't think it's worth. We got two counters in hand. And we got the Snapcaster. Alright, River Pirate Verge. We got so much mana we don't know what to do with it. Pass. I don't think this could be super useful here, so I think we're just going to flash in Lutri to block. And we'll... Do we counter it? No, we don't care, right? No, we just want them to not have the counter spell. This is a very slow game. Counter that. Ooh, they have a Force of Will. Okay. We'll counter their Force of Will. Alright, we finally get onto white mana. And we know that they have a counter spell. We'll just burn them directly. They will attempt to counter it, it seems. No, they will not. Okay, interesting. $24. They're at 22 cards in hand. We could just. So I see Magic on a reason it's not spam mana. Yeah, I would agree with you there. Looks like they're getting stuck on lands too. So not super terrible for us. What card did they exile? Days Undoing? Oh, okay. Fair enough. Force of Will is... Okay, yeah, it doesn't care about Force of Negation, like if it's not our turn. I guess we just play the Giver of Runes. Now we have a clock. We're gonna Lightning Helix. Do we counter that? Does it matter? No. They just lose their removal. Ian's saying no. Did I mess up? Yeah, we'll lose the Paragon. It's fine. Alright, we've got them on a clock. They have 16 cards. We both have 16 cards in hand. They could kill Vivi here with the tribal flames. I don't know if they know that though. Sorry, so hard to keep up conversation these moments. My horse just farted again, so alright, they pathed Vivi. We'll take the action. We'll go get an island.
Without purpose. You cannot pierce my scales. An undisciplined strike.
No, they kill our Ugin. But they wasted so much removal on it. They used a lot of removal there. Alright, let's play the Fiery Islet. We'll sack it to draw. We're that desperate right now. Talisman. I think we just have to make it to our next turn, and I think we'll win. They just drew 3 new cards, so we'll see. We'll see what they can do. Ooh, the End Stone. Okay, so that's going to make it a lot tougher then. Oh, they'll kill Aang. Ooh, okay. Maybe not then. However, they might just mill themselves out if we live long enough. Now, whenever they do anything, they draw a card. We just have to keep up blocks. This is to target. Yeah. Well, one ring. Let's draw a card. That sucks. Yeah, they're tapped out. I think now we probably swing with this, because if they block with loot, then it dies. And we have protection. So they could kill the Snapcaster Mage with loot's ability. Solitude. They'll get rid of the 6/6. We gain 6. Yeah, you can attack. That's okay. And now we just need to outlast them. They have 7 cards in hand. Let's activate this here. Oh, they have a hole breacher? Nice. Wow. All right. Let's see if they can do something here. See if we can do something here. I don't know. We're gonna ephemerate something. Right now they'll deal 10 to us. We're down to 3. We lose. We'll take it. That was a crazy, crazy set of games, though. Like, I don't feel bad about this whatsoever. That was fun magic. Just crazy nonsense with like some of the most powerful cards that have ever been printed in this game. We did that's the worst I've done at Cube Draft so far. But wow, were those games of magic. We get a pack of War of the Spark. Let's go ahead and open it up. See what we get. Okay, Tomic, Teferi's Time Twist. Neat. The Endstone, pretty good. However, like if I did wonder like if they were going to end up losing because it just draws you so many cards. Like it's literally you do anything. You play a land, you do anything, you draw a card. They ended up being able to pull out so much that they, we had nothing to do. And then the Hold Breacher, I think probably sealed it because it just turns the ring off. It just makes us lose more life, and we don't draw our cards. Crazy games. Let's do a game of Brawl to end out the night, and then we lost that, but I don't feel bad whatsoever. That was some of the most fun playing Magic I've had in a good minute. And we had no technical issues this week. The screen hasn't freezed, music has stayed on, my audio's been pretty solid. I feel pretty good. We're doing it. What's Nashi do? Yeah, that's true. Good point, Hunter. But it could, it's mostly just like an incidental thing. Why did they not ninjutsu that in? Weird. Yay, we did it! Oh, man. All right. Sorry again for the silence there. I am so... We only got one win, but I'm so pleased with the games from today. Like, those were... I can't say it enough. Those were just a lot of fun. I'm glad I was able to do it here with you guys watching. I think that's pretty much it for that I've got for this week. Probably call the stream a little bit earlier than normal, but yeah, I had a ton of fun. Powered Cube is something I'd like to maybe do a little bit more of. We have enough for another. We have exactly enough for another draft. We also are going to lose out on Lorwyn here pretty soon because TMNT is coming soon. I didn't get to talk about it too much during the stream, but there were some cool cards. Shredder's Technique, I think it looks. Was it Shredder's Technique? Yeah, Shredder's Technique looks pretty good. Another enchantment removal for Mono Black. We can do some more Brawl. Yeah, let's do some more Brawl. Thank you to my lovely wife in chat. Let's do one more game of Brawl. Close it out. No, we have the Rakdos Signet. Yeah, this is good. Alright, I think the plan here is on our next turn, cast Sephiroth on the Zulaport Cutthroat. And not dead after all it. So we'll play this mountain. Drain him for 2. And then we can Rakdos next turn and start doing some fun. What do you guys think of the deck tech from the last Constant show? The Rakdos the Muscle. What do you guys think of that? Either like both the format, thoughts on the deck. Interested to hear notes or feedback or just questions, anything. It just gives a... Okay, cool. Hunter, I'm not Jared, I'm not gonna get mad. Well, glad to know you enjoyed it. We want to start doing maybe more of that stuff. Possibly starting off with just like our most iconic decks, like the decks that we're like known for in the pod. Things like that. Could be cool. Sure, we'll cast out their equipment. I thought it was pretty fun. I'm excited to see other decks around the pod, the group. And of course, we've all seen them, but I just love getting to show these off. Ooh, Angel Vitality. This is a clue, okay. Ooh. Let's see if they attack directly into the ring. They do. They don't full swing, but... And opponent scoops it up. All right. 2 wins in Brawl to end out the night. We had 2 standard wins today. Got 1 win in our draft. So stoked about that. Yeah, this was a lot of fun this week. I am so happy in the state of this game currently. I think I'm having like some of the most fun I've had playing this game. Most of that is due to you guys, my good friends that join in with us and just hang out, have fun. I love y'all. With that, I think that's going to be it for tonight. I'm going to go ahead and start getting ready for. We got some uploads coming out this week on the main channel, and of course, we've got the Constant MTG show on Thursday. Stay tuned, and yeah, thanks again so much for coming by, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.